Point guard Raymond Felton is out of jail this morning after being released on $25,000 bail. He's facing charges for unlawful gun possession, but the charges are not as severe as first thought. Joining us this morning is criminal defense attorney Dan Hawkeiser with why this case is not as cut and dry as some people might like to think it is. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Rory. You know, we've seen these cases with Plaxico Burress. We've seen Gilbert Arenas, we've seen Jason Williams, all these high-profile athletes who have gotten into trouble with guns. I think that Raymond Felton is fortunate in that I believe his case is not quite as serious as those other cases in the past, some of which have resulted in serious jail time.
Serious jail time. Okay, first of all, let's just lay out what the charges are.
He's charged with one felony count of possession of a high-capacity ammunition device. Which is a felony, a Class D felony, punishable from 2 to 7 years in prison. And he's charged with one misdemeanor for possession of a loaded firearm, which is unlicensed, in his home.
Okay, a lot of people, of course, the first thing to think of is Plaxico Burress. I mean, immediately you think, okay, 20 months. The guy spent 20 months behind bars for shooting himself with an illegal gun. How is this case different from that? Well,
the New York penal law treats loaded guns in public places much differently than it does in homes and residences. Guns possessed, even if they're unlicensed in homes, are generally treated as misdemeanors by the penal law. And if you're in public and you're unfortunate, like Plaxico was, to shoot himself in the leg at the Latin Club, then you're in serious trouble.
You know, one thing I found fascinating about this case, and I was reading about this, was the idea that because the gun was brought from the home to the police station, that opens up sort of a hole if this was to go to trial, because ultimately, how do you prove that he was in possession of the gun if he's not the one that had it when police found it?
Not only that, Rory, but it's larger than that, because we have this Valentine's Day incident where the wife says he waved this loaded gun in the home. Well, when did she report that incident? Did she wait 10 days to report it? When did she wake up and decide?
So it's he said, she said, and that gets iffy. So we have like 10 seconds left. Yes or no, do you think he spends a day in prison for this?
No.
No. All right. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. It's an interesting case. We're going to be following it right here on Pix 11.